I am feeling like Daniel in Psalms 18. Have you guys read that? Today I must have read that chapter and it is so powerful. Basically, just judging by what I've read in the chapter, Psalms 18 is where Daniel is talking to God about how thankful he is for delivering him from his enemies and the haters and amongst the Gentiles that hate him, and how all his enemies have fallen by the wayside and are subdued under his feet because of God's glory and God favoring him. And it just shows his relationship with God, how no matter what obstacle came his way, he was able to overcome it through his calling of the Most High. He has found every single challenge easy to dominate, and it just fly like dominoes because of the Most High favoring him. Like, literally, he has climbed when he's in battle and he's in war. These people that are out to try and kill him, he basically kills them. They fall by the wayside and he climbs over fences. Like, that's how invincible he becomes with the belief, and him reaching out to God in that time. And it just teaches a lot of people. I think it teaches me. When I read that, it just made me, because sometimes when you're so consumed by like all these haters all around you attacking you every single angle, it's very easy to feel deflated and give up because there's just so many. But David is one man who who has been, who God sees him, who favors him, because he's so humble and always appeals to the Most High. He's not trying to tackle it on by himself, like without God's, request. He always thanks the Most High and praises him and gets and always achieves. And I honestly believe in that. I feel like I am David in these times. I am surrounded by enemies, haters, people with glaring evil eyes. Like, I've got it. They always come for me. Always, they always have been. But I always manage to overcome these people. I always feel like I have definitely a higher form of protection bubble amongst me. Um, because whatever they do, it just like, I've seen it with my own eyes and throughout my life. Like, it just doesn't seem to affect me, or I always seem to just, I always seem to subdue them and just knock them down because my God is a higher power and he always backs me. And that's all that matters. As long as God protects me, I feel that that's all I need. That's all I've ever needed in my entire life. And he has never failed me. Whenever I have always gone to him, he's always helped me. And and the enemies know that. They know that. They test it. They test it. And I know they are. But it never works out well for them. It never does. And I just honestly feel like David in these times. And, I feel like, this is me personally, but as honestly as Black people, I feel like the world is, if you're not Black and if you're hating Black people, like, because it's a lot easier to hate Black people and treat them like crap. Like, that's because it's designed that way to hate us. And I just think if you're not Black and you're participating in that, then woe it is for you, basically. Like, if you're participating in that BS that is designed to make you behave like that, then woe to you, because you will get it. And I think a lot of non-Black people need to be aware of the times that we're living in. If it is easier to hate on Black people, to blame them, to mistreat them, use your bloody job to attack Black people, hide behind the law and weaponize the law against Black people, then honestly, your time will come. Like, you think you may get away with it because it's a lot easier to do it. You're hiding behind your job, but you will face judgment. You will face judgment, and things are turning, things are changing. So, I'll never forget during Black Lives Matter, when I went to the protest during lockdown, this white girl came up to me and she said the most honest thing ever. Like, I was just so astounded at how powerful her statement was. She said, "We don't hate you, we are taught to hate you." And I just found like that was just the most brilliant confession, like the most honest, brilliant confession coming from a black sister. For her to say that, and she came to join the march, and she literally just said it out loud in the most honest fashion. She's a young Gen Z. She's like, "We're trained to hate you," and that's exactly the times that we're living in. These people, they don't like. You get Indians hating on black people. Like, where did that come from? They're people of color, but they're also used against black people. And a lot of Indians are also questioning, like, why do I feel this way? It's because the system is designed to make you feel that way, and you shouldn't be participating in that. You shouldn't be enjoying attacking black people. You shouldn't be able to do that. So again, I love her honesty because that is the honest truth, and that's the times that we're living in. Um, it just go and read it if you haven't read Palm chapter 18. It explains clearly that we are living amongst Gentiles, and they are hating on us, and but they don't mean to. Those that are aware and don't do it, kudos to them, because there are good ones. But that unfortunately, those are the times that we are living, and you need to be you need to be aware of it. Why is it that this is happening? Why is it that we are getting this energy? Why is it? And just look at the times that we're living in and just be aware of it, right? So let me just, without further ado, let me just go on to it, because I feel like a lot of our people are going through a lot of trials and tribulation here on this realm, and where it's coming from, because those that are of this world are not for us, basically. And it just made me think of my personal situation. It made me think of the so-called, rebellion that's out there in the jungle fighting, that will one day subdue. Yeah. Psalm, not Job. Where did Job go? I didn't say Job. I meant Psalm. Okay, here it is. For the chief musician, this Bible is a lot better. For the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord, who spoke unto the Lord the words of this song. So it's a song. In the day that the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. So that was the king. I love thee, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. My God, my strong rock, in him will I trust. My shield and the horn of my salvation, my high tower. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. The cords of death compassed me, and the floods of ungodliness made me afraid. The cords of Sheol were round about me. So the cords of hell were around me, basically. The snares of death came upon me. In my distress, I called upon the Lord. And that's what we must do. We must call upon the Lord whenever we feel overwhelmed, rather than covering it up with Instagram posts and pretending we're okay and stunting and taking it out on your fellow black person. You just need to call upon the Lord. And cried unto my God. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry before him came into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also of the mountains moved and were shaken, because he was wroth. That means he was angry. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also and came down, and thick darkness was under his feet, and he rode upon a cherub and did fly. Yeah, he flew swiftly upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his hiding place, his pavilion round about him, darkness of waters, thick clouds of the skies. At the brightness before him his thick clouds passed, hailstones and coals of fire. The Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the Most High uttered his voice. hailstones and coals of fire. And he sent out his arrows and scattered them, ye lightnings manifold, and discomfited them. Then the channels of water appeared, and the foundations of the world were laid bare. So this big battle, David witnessed a very supernatural experience on the battleground. If you look at all the wars, there's been all sorts of supernatural experiences, but they never write it down. They try and dismiss it, and it just shows you which side God is on. So whoever, like David is the anointed one, he's the chosen one. So God will do whatever to make sure he wins. And that just shows that that's what we need to do when we're facing the spiritual warfare that is going on, the spiritual battle taking place presently on this realm. Because there is a battleground, but it's invisible. And that's what we need to do. And see God as our shield, as our protector. And whenever we feel overwhelmed, then call to him. That's what I'm getting from this. So, and the Most High uttered his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. And he sent out his arrows and scattered them. So the channels of the waters appeared. At thy rebuke, O Lord, at the blast breath of thy nostrils, he sent from on high, he took me, he drew me out of many waters, he delivered me from my strong enemy, and from them that hated me, for they were too mighty for me. So he saved David from those hateful people that hated him. And hate is all around us. Like, their eyes are full of hate. You can tell who's hateful just by their eyes. You can feel their energy, their horrible energy, their most hateful energy. Like, it is around the way they walk, the way they look at you. They are the most hateful people. But these people are being designed to do that for a reason. And if you face that, then as long as you've got the Most High, as long as you call on him, you'll be fine. But that they are doing that to attack you in those passive, aggressive, demonic ways, which they are doing currently in this present time to attack Black people. So yeah. He delivered me because he delighted in me. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanliness of my hands hath he recompensed me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and have not wickedly departed from my God. For all his judgments were before me, and I put not away his statutes from me. I was also perfect with him, and I kept myself from mine iniquity. Therefore has the Lord recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanliness of my hands in his eyesight. So we also have to follow God's rules to be delivered by God. So you have to live how he wants you to live. That's what David is saying, because he followed those rules, and that's why he's been delivered. And it's very hard to live like that in this world that encourages us to do bad things. So I think it's very relevant today. But the haughty eyes thou wilt bring down. So that's the nasty eyes that he will bring down. Please, Almighty God, please bring them down, because they're everywhere and they make me sick. Right. What else does he say? For thou wilt save the afflicted people. Yes. And with the perverse thou wilt show thyself forward. With the pure thou wilt show thyself pure. The Lord my God will lighten my darkness. For by thee I run upon a troop, and by my God do I leap over a wall. I love that verse. So you can do anything. You can lift yourself up as long as you have asked for God to help you. I will pursue mine enemies and overtake them. Neither will I turn again till they are consumed. I like that bit as well. I will smite them through, that they shall not be able to rise. They shall fall under my feet, for thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under those that rose against me. Thou hast also made mine enemies turn their backs unto me, that I might cut off them that hate me. They cried, and there was none to save, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. Then did I beat them, then I bit them small as the dust before the wind. Whip them, whip them, whip them, whip them. There's a song. I and I break them the Babylon. I and I knew them the wicked them. Righteous Rastaman. Yeah, there's a tune. So yeah. Basically David was doing the whip them song, like Junior Biles. Ding. Okay. So thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people. Thou hast made me the head of the nations. A people whom I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. The strangers shall submit themselves unto me. The strangers shall fade away and shall come trembling out of their closed places. The Lord lived, and blessed be my rock, and exalted be the God of my salvation, even the God that executes vengeance for me, and subdueth people under me. He rescued me from mine enemies. Thou liftest me up above them that rise up against me. Thou deliverest me from the violent man. Therefore I will give thanks unto thee, O Lord, among the nations, and will sing praise unto thy name. Great deliverance giveth he to his king, and showeth love kindness to his anointed, to David and to his seed forevermore. Now, I'm not saying that we might be David's seed, who knows, because Israel is dispersed. But I just think that Psalm chapter 18 is a very powerful chapter of the Bible that we need to read in these uncertain, weird times that we're living in, and give us encouragement to get through it and put on our anointed shield and ask the Most High. So I think we should read it a lot more, and as it's a very, very powerful chapter, I think more black people need to start reading it, because we're seeing a lot of nonsense. We're seeing a lot of stupidness, in the world that is always attacking us. And, we are not of this world. I mean, because the world is not in our hands. So obviously we would face attack, and we just need to be aware of the times that we're living in and call on to the Most High. So yeah, that's my chapter that I wanted to mention, how I personally feel. And I know other people feel the same way too. We're seeing it everywhere. And, let me bring out the ancient Bible, see if the Psalm is written here. Let's see if it's LMNOP, Psalm. Okay, how do you spell it? Psalm. It's L. On the bibliography. I'm just making some pottage. Psalm. L E. Okay, I didn't expect it to go to O that quickly. L M H I J K A B C D E F G H I J K L M. Okay, I J K H I J K L M N. Okay, let's find Psalm. Right, I'm just going to make sure the cooker is not burning the food. Put some water on it, because clearly it's cooking and it's bubbling. to stir it, otherwise the bottom of the pan will start burning. Do you know what I mean? Very good pottage. Salt. Just a little bit of salt. I mean, a little bit of oil. And then it's pretty much done. It really say. What this one? Okay, that's done. I think that's done too. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I think it's a very interesting subject. Thank you. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed today's discussion. And yeah, have a lovely evening.